Slipknot Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, picked by Cariosa here. We had talked in the past. We seem to be going down a new metal path. I don't know. Do you guys consider Slipknot new metal? It doesn't, like, I've never thought, other than in a very like surface level kind of way, that they fit into the new metal. They kind of, like, Slipknot has always kind of felt like their own thing to me. I understand why you would lump it in with the rest of new metal, because at times Corey Taylor can do things that kind of sound like rap. But for the most part, I always felt that Slipknot built on what Korn was doing, but just did it in a far more extreme way. So I always felt Slipknot was more informed by death metal than it was groove and new metal. That's just my thing. Because obviously, like, the first record, I remember when Slipknot's first record dropped, I was working at a recording studio, and the studio I was working at got a promotional copy of the first record. And my first impression of it was, whoa, is this, because they were all look like clowns and everything. I'm like, oh, is this the clown version of Gwar? Like, what are we looking at here? And I just remember not really enjoying the overall sound of it. Like, I liked the aggression. I liked a lot of the like really cattywampus rhythms, and that the music was adventurous, but it also kind of had this aspect that, and I know this is probably isn't fair, and it could just be the clown aspect of it, reminded me of like fucking Insane Clown Posse, something that I don't like at all. And it's not just because of the music. And I don't want to denigrate any juggalos out there, because I've met some very wonderful juggalos. But I've also had experiences with really shitty juggalos in the past. And so I kind of had a little bit of a, like, not great view of that music. In which over time, people have introduced me to some of Insane Clown Posse that I've been like, okay, that's okay. But in general, it just, like, I didn't like, it felt misogynistic in a way that I didn't really like. Same with the reason why I understand he plays characters on these records. I've never been an Eminem fan, because it just, a lot of it felt very misogynistic and woman-hatey in a way. And I could be totally wrong in that assumption, but it just has never been my thing. I didn't really ever like it that much. So having put that forward, I know from my experience, Slipknot doesn't have those aspects to their music, but there was something about it that just didn't click with me. And every time I'd hear a new Slipknot song, I felt outside of it. There was something about it that wasn't clicking for me. And a lot of it, I think, tied to the drum sound, because the drum sound isn't particularly full, even though they have all these percussionists. There's something very abrasive about that drum sound that I didn't quite like. And we're talking from a reference of, like, I'm a fan of old school death metal. Like I like Brutal Truth. I like Pungent Stench. I like Cannibal Corpse and Morbid Angel and Carcass and Napalm Death and all these, like grindcore. I like that kind of music. I like stuff that's even like some of the gutter metal type shit, like gore grind. There's some stuff of that where I kind of like that as well. And I'm a big black metal fan, so I tend to like things that sound raw and sound like they're not super overproduced, and it's just bands being abrasive. But I don't know, man. I have a feeling a lot of it's tied to some of my preconceived notions about the fandom and the music, where I was just kind of like, yeah, I think I'm okay not listening to this music. So I've always wanted to be open to listening to Slipknot and be introduced to something in their discography that would finally click for me. Because I know I've heard Iowa, I've listened to that album, and there was admittedly a few tracks on there that I thought were okay. The first album, I have a 5-year-old son, and his mom and I were together for a number of years, and she loved that record, that first record. So every once in a while we would pop that on, and it was hilarious to watch this tiny girl, or I should say tiny woman. She was not a little girl. Like sing these fucking Slipknot songs at the top of her voice. I found more enjoyment in that than I did in actually listening to the music. So I'm hoping today my mind has changed, and I think that was kind of the point of Cariosa putting this on here, is that through Linkin Park, we started talking about other bands that are usually lumped into that category, right? And that I like the new metal that's a little less overproduced and a little more raw. As I've told you, that a perfect kind of mixture of those two things for me is the Deftones, because they definitely are very highly produced and have like a shoegaze element to them. But Chino's vocals can become so unhinged at times that it becomes a very raw experience. That it just works for me. It works for me in a way a lot of that other music just doesn't, where Slipknot is far more of that rawness, right? So I'm looking forward to this today. Cariosa says, I had high school boyfriend sing a Slipknot song at me really hornily, and it was so awkward. That sounds fucking awful. That sounds really fucking awful. So that's kind of my preamble to this Slipknot, and I'm sure I might be opening myself up again to another can of worms, the way I've opened myself up to, especially on the YouTube, the very vocal fandom of Linkin Park, which again, I'm not going to sit and go into. I'm really happy for the response that I'm getting to those two reactions. And even though I'm not particularly positive on any of it, I am definitely not opposed to listening to any of this music. And I always want to go into it with an open mind. And like, thank you, everybody that's been out there really like passionately writing to me on those YouTube comments like books about like the information and the background and the context and what makes them feel the way they feel about that music. I think that's wonderful. I love in life, even if I don't like something, I love people finding enriching art for themselves. That's what this should be about, right? That's what all art should be, is that we find something that connects to us, that makes us feel seen and whole and gives us life. That's what all of this should be about. So whether I'm saying things that you don't agree with, or I guess not an or, just like I've said this before, we all come from different places in life and have different experiences that give us preconceptions walking into almost anything that may tinge how we see the art that we experience and that we consume. So I want to try and come into all of these with an open mind, but realize, and I recognize this as well, is that my experiences may change the perception of how I'm taking in any of this stuff, be it for sure nostalgia, be for sure the music that I hold dear. But I always want to be open to hearing things and potentially finding new cool shit. That's the only reason we do any of this, right? It's not for me to just find shit to shit on. I what's the point of that? I'm willing to be the fucking YouTube reaction heel. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, everyone can sit and have their opinions about how I am and how I react to things, and that I'm wrong or whatever. I'm fine. I have no problem being wrong. I just want to offer, like, if you guys are here and you keep coming back and keep wanting me to do this stuff, I'm just here to give my thoughts, my perspective on any of this stuff. And my thoughts and perspective can be wrong. It is what it is, right? I'm just going to tell my truth and where I'm coming from. And today, Slipknot is one of these things that I've traditionally in the past not been huge into. So I'm hoping today that my mind can be changed on that and that maybe I can find a new cool fucking record to listen to, man. So there's my soapbox. Here, let me go to the chat. Omar says accessible Slipknot. Is that real? Is this accessible? Cariosa says it was so bad. I just tried to be polite. That's the only thing you can do, right? Or just tell that person to fuck off, right? Omar says, I stopped buying Terrorizer magazine because they put freaking Slipknot on the cover. Slipknot was everywhere, right? Slipknot is an insanely huge band. And Cariosa says, Omar is here right on time to be your anti to your positivity. Of course he is. That's why he's here. Mark goes, I'd like to slip my knot. Slip you my knot, doctor. Well, thank you, Mark. That's very awkward of you. Let's go to the write-up on Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. On their third album, Slipknot redraw the boundaries of modern metal without sacrificing their frothing aggression. Mystical acoustic guitars dominate the grungy power ballad circle, while The Nameless is a dizzying pastiche of keyboard scribbles, choppy guitars, and a tranquil harmony-heavy chorus. Even though Slipknot's nu metal roots are never far from the surface, especially on the boiling tar riffs of Pulse of the Maggots and the rap-inflected vocal cadences of Welcome, Volume 3's hulking grooves and breakneck rhythms obliterate any attempts at pigeonholing. Okay, I'm excited. The one thing that I gotta give, I've always thought about Slipknot is that they are not content giving you what you think you want. Like, they always want to explore and they always want to do different things. And I've heard over time, like, singles from probably each of these records. I've always been kind of like surprised how different a lot of it sounds. So I like that. Admittedly, I think people could argue that the Deftones have put out the same record since the 90s, right? That's a big complaint about that music. And I would be remiss to say that that's kind of what I like. I was talking with my partner last night. We went and had some burgers at this really great burger joint in town, and we were talking about music, and AC/DC came up. And obviously AC/DC is essentially in their 50 plus year career put out the same record over and over and over again. And I literally have zero problem with it because I love the music, right? So I think there are some times, and I know I've said this on those Linkin Park reviews, where I kind of put down the music. I don't know if I want to say put down. One thing I didn't like about it was that it felt very samey. Like, a lot of the structure of the music felt calculated and felt very much like I was just listening to the same song over and over and over again. I've never felt that with Slipknot. That's for sure. But again, and I think this argument has come up in chat, especially towards the Linkin Park thing, is that that's what people kind of wanted, right? You got a song you like. Why wouldn't you want to hear 13 more versions of that song? And I feel it. I get it. I mean, I'm the same way with Deftones. I'm the same way with fucking AC/DC, right? So I don't necessarily think that's all that bad if that's what your thing is. So maybe I just need to broaden my mind. But the problem is, if it is something that isn't connecting with you and you just hear that same thing over and over again, of course you're going to reject it. It's just how it goes, right? Omar says these kinds of metal fans are no different to Disney cult kids to me. Okay. Or kid alts to me. Cariosa says, I like how AFI goes through a metamorphosis every half decade. Fuck, I love AFI, dude. That last AFI record was so fucking great. Speaking of watered down, here's the Subliminal versus Omar says, oh my God. It was a banger. Yeah, it absolutely was. So, all right. So we have conflicting opinions in the chat about this record we're about to listen to. Cariosa loves this. This is like her favorite one. And then Omar, the perpetual hater, says this is pretty much accessible Slipknot, watered down garbage. So we'll see where I lie on this. This is a long record, 14 songs, 1 hour and 1 minute. And we got a journey ahead of us, guys. So why not? Let's get to it, right? Let me I'm gonna just start recording this because we had such troubles yesterday with the Beatles one that I couldn't even post our Beatles reaction because fucking Twitch decided to edit that video for me and we missed out on a bunch of shit. It was weird. I don't know what the fuck happened there. If you wanna hear that reaction or what's left of it, go over to the Discord. I posted the video in the Discord, but mind you, there are some sections that just jump. And I don't know what the explanation for that is because I had it in my editing software and the file was all intact, but it just like in the archival process, it just edit. I've never seen it do that before. And I don't know if it's a DMC thing, but that happened. Poppy says, I'm not sure how much of this I've heard. So excited to hear some new shit. Me too, dude. So let's get to it. Prelude 3.0 is where this album starts. Let's go. I like that nasty guitar tone is really cool. So one of the things that I know I had made reference to this when in the little preamble was that I've never been a huge fan of the Slipknot drum sound. And I know this might piss off some people. I've always felt that it kind of had the same tone without like the low end of Metallica's Saint Anger, where it was very tinny and very like a lot of reverb to it. And it just kind of took the snappiness away from the drums. I kind of hear that a little bit here. It's not as overdriven, but it just like there's something about the low end of the drums that just feel missing. And I'm hoping it kicks in here.
I never told you.
The bass is really nice.
I don't know why. I never tried.
That kick drum's pretty fucking heavy. This seems a lot more rocky. I mean, this does feel like a tone piece to set up the album. This definitely doesn't feel like they're giving it their all yet. This is far more rock radio than I was expecting it to sound. Because I know the other Slipknot that I've heard has been fucking pretty unhinged. So this is a little bit of a surprise to me. I want the drums to cut a little bit more. That's, oh man, I got to get over that.
Don't know why you never cared.
It is foreplay, Poppy.
Behind these little sins again.
It is pretty tasty, though.
The reasons have to die, but now it's over.
I like that.
Now it's over. Now it's over. And now it's over. Now it's over.
I have a feeling this is going to kick right into the next track. Okay, I want to stop before we kick. It's going to kick right into the next track, and we're about to have our faces fucking melted. First thoughts on that first Prelude 3.0. I'm kind of excited. I liked that. That was a lot more hooky and a lot more straightforward, like with the singing and everything. The production sounds wonderful. It sounds a lot different than the other shit that I've heard. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I'm totally baited. That was a cool start to this record. All right, let's go back a little bit and let's let it roll right into the next track, which is the Blister Exists. So obviously this is about to fucking kick our dicks into the dirt. So hold those balls, boys. Fucking love that riff. Again, the drums, dude. That is my biggest Achilles heel with Slipknot, is that super roomy, and they're just not punchy. Like they kind of just washy. Like I there's something about it that I just want those drums to punch, and they just don't feel like the main drummer. Yes, but the auxiliary stuff, man, it just feels too airy in the mix to me. Let's fucking go, boys. Fuck yeah, let's go.
The ultimate way is the way you control. Begin to stand and attach yourself.
Okay, I'm just jamming. I'm just liking this. There's a lot going on here. The fucking groove is goddamn top tier. Mwah, top tier groove. And the vocals, he always does a lot of different things with his vocals, which I like a lot. Being a huge Mike Patton fan, I love vocalists that have huge ranges and are willing to take wild swings with their voice and not have it be imperfect and have it crack and have it fucking just go to a completely raw place. And that's one thing I appreciate about the Slipknot sound with Corey Taylor's voice. He can go there and is willing to go there. So all of this is fucking rad so far. That fucking breakdown, fuck, that was sick. God, that fucking riff slithers, man. Oh, I fucking love this. This is a great tune. We got a drumline section. Let's go back. I'm sorry, my reaction immediately was to laugh. That's fucking weird. Okay. Those guitars, the mixture of the guitars and the bass, it's muddy. It's really like it's just fucking mired in mud. It has a very Korn feel to it. I usually, when I'm hearing very intricate, like staccato guitar riffs, I come from the old school, like thrash place where I love hearing fucking, and this goes to like anything from Megadeth to like Meshuggah, right? Where you just hear those fucking riffs and they're percussive. This Slipknot's like, fuck you, man. This is just gonna be, we're gonna play those riffs, but man, it's just gonna be a fucking wall of sludge. It's different. It's different. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just different. It's big. Like, that sound is big. a lot of fun. What's with him going, This is going to roll into the next track, isn't it? Okay, we're going to stop it. I'm getting the hint that this album rolls into itself. Like each track rolls into itself. Initial thoughts. That might be the best fucking Slipknot song I've ever heard. If the rest of this album's like that, fucking 5-star, 10-star. Like that was fucking great. And I've heard the hits. I liked that better. That had such groove. It had such intensity. There was variance. It was playful. It was everything that I like about this kind of music, man. It's just fucking great. That was, hell yeah, the blister exists. I'm going to be fucking putting that in my metal playlist for sure. What a great song. Holy shit, that just blew my mind. 3-0. That's the next song. And let's bring it back so we can roll into these songs. There's a lot of strut to this. Oh, man, just got the stank face out of me. Fuck, man. This has like that fucking early reek of petrification carcass grindcore feel. Like that's fucking nasty. Oh, fuck yeah. Maybe I like Slipknot. Okay, this sounds like the Slipknot that I've heard before. This is a very, like, based on the first record, this is a very familiar Slipknot sound. This right here, this verse. That intro, that was fucking nasty. I really liked that intro. Holy fuck. That was good. When it clicked into the blast beats, fuck. Let's fucking go, boys. This, I'll let it ride. This is the typical Slipknot, like, rhythm and groove that I was been kind of like, but that intro, man, fuck. fucking straight up nasty grind sections. That's straight up death metal, dude. Fuck that. My favorite parts are these fucking death metal sections. They're fucking hot. I'm not so like the verse that was okay. I mean, I can get to it. These fucking death metal grind sections, dude, are fucking tough. That almost sounded like a fucking DJ scratch. That's obviously a guitar, but it really sounded like it. Let's hear that again. Big time. This is fuck you, religion. Fuck you. I'm down with it. Look at me. I'm the glorified malcontent. Save me, save this. All I gotta do is give up, and all is forgiven. I'm sad. I'm being the butt of a cosmic joke, and I don't get the punchline. A million people lined up for miles to see the great big mouth. Shut up and apologize. This is not my war. This is not my fight. This is something more. This is not my life. This is not my revolution. This is not my revolution. This is not my only reason to question why. Today I said goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't need to leave but stay right here. Today I said goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't need to leave but stay right here. Today I said goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't need to leave but stay right here. Today I said goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't need to leave but stay right here. Today I said goodbye. Whoa. That drop. That drop. Listen to the bass on that fucking drop. Whoa. Interesting mix up there. They're fucking shifting the fucking groove now. I kind of like that. This has been a really great song as well. Holy shit. Holy shit. 3 songs in, I've liked everything. That has a very Pantera feel to it, that fucking groove that's going on with the guitars and that swagger strut. Man. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't need to the Great Southern Trendkill, that fucking shit. Like everything Far Beyond Driven and Great Southern Trendkill has that really dirty fucking groove. Yeah. Yes! Oh my God, dudes. Be still my heart. I never in my life thought that I would fucking walk into a Slipknot album and be like, holy fuck, this is my shit. You're right, Cariosa. You're right. So far, 3 songs in, and I don't want to like talk down to anyone, and I want people to understand more clearly what I didn't like about fucking Linkin Park and what I am really cluing and like keying into this is that this music, I do not know where it's going at any point, and its changes feel organic. And its changes fucking not only subvert what we had heard before, but enhance it in a way. And it's just like they are playing the entire time. And Omar's hating this. He fucking hates this. It's okay. Omar could be a hater. This is fucking great. I love this. This is everything that I like about metal that just decides to, you know, do its thing. I fucking love it, man. This is a lot of fun. These 3 tracks. I mean, I didn't put a star on the first one because it just feels like it's a tone piece, right? But these 2 tracks are better than anything that I've heard from Slipknot in the past. And then we're talking about like Wait and Bleed and like some of the other big, huge, like I want to say maybe I've heard Vermilion in the past, but the rest of these tracks I'm not familiar with. Duality. I'm pretty sure I've heard this next track. I'm pretty sure Duality's a really huge single, isn't it? So maybe I've heard this next one, but man, the Blister Exits and 3-0. Chef's kiss. Fucking good. Really fucking good. All right, let's listen to Duality.
I push my fingers.
Yep, I've heard this. I've definitely heard this song. Not one of my favorite songs. It's okay. But let's listen to it.
It's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus never ends. It works its way inside.
I do love the sounds of the guitars on this album. They are just fucking nasty. I really like it.
If the pain goes on. Collapse, I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've
wished for this, I've bitched at that. I've left behind this little fact. You cannot kill what you did not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise.
I like the harmony guitar part that's going on. It's very low in the mix. That's pretty cool.
I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. You're left with me because you left me no choice. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops me.
Yeah, this is very much radio friendly Slipknot. This is like, it's fine. I prefer the really unhinged shit, like the stuff that the last two tracks where I kind of didn't know what to expect and they didn't really have huge, big, singable choruses. I like that kind of shit as much as the next guy. I think I might have heard this song too much and it's okay. It kind of feels a little blah to me, to be honest.
Hey, if the pain was on, I'm not gonna make it.
Like this part.
Put me back together, or separate the skin from bone. Leave me all the pieces, then you can leave me alone. Tell me the reality is better than the dream, but I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops me.
That little guitar lick is cool. I gotta admit, Cariosa says I'd never skip this song if it came on a playlist. It's a big, singable, hooky song, right? And maybe this is just me. I get it. Of course, this is a single, right? Compared to the other stuff, this is far more accessible. And it's okay. Like, it's not this song, which arguably might be their biggest song, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I've heard this song more than anything. I mean, I've heard Wait and Bleed a lot, but these are the reasons I never deep dove into Slipknot, is because this song just, unlike the other two songs that felt like I didn't know where they were going, and they felt exciting, and the grooves were huge, and they were nasty, and they were kind of fucking like really pushing aggression. This kind of feels poppy to me, in almost like sanitized in a way. And I don't mean to say that this isn't a good song, because it's a good song. It just doesn't excite me the way the other two tracks did. Oh, you fucker. We're at 2:32. I hate when Apple Music on the web does this, but it takes like so much space on my computer when I put it in and download it. We're at 2:35, right? Yeah.
All I've got is insane.
That's such a fucking Dimebag Daryl fucking squeal.
All I've got is insane. 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 I push my fingers into my eyes.
I like when they change up things, just little variances in things. So it's just not like they copied and pasted in Pro Tools things from one thing to the next. It just feels, it makes it feel organic. I like that change up. I really like that change up a lot right there that happened. And it's just a subtle like beat thing. Like they didn't change the riff, but the beat changed.
All I've got is insane.
I like that.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane.
Good song. Good song. But again, and people are going to fucking be so pissed at me, I'm not going to star that. I don't need to hear that song again. I've heard it enough in my life. That's the big fucking... And when I don't star these things, and I know I've said this in the past, and I feel like I'm getting defensive and I shouldn't. There's some songs I've heard enough that if they come on, I'm not opposed to listening to them. They're cool, but I don't know, man. Those other two tracks, just fucking, those motherfuckers were metal. I liked those tracks. Opium of the People is the next track. What the fuck? We got some Nuno Betancourt shit going on here. What is this fucking crap? I love it. That's fun. This sounds like fucking System of a Down. That's what this song sounds like. I'm gonna start this over again. There's a lot of this album so far is very death metal coded. Like there's a lot that I'm digging about the guitars that are in this. That verse feels a bit too much like fucking System of Down for me. Like some of the goodwill of those first two tracks I really dug. This one's not doing as much. I like how playful the guitars and everything is, but man, the vocals, not super into what just happened there.
Oh my God, man, starts with saying I'm not prepared. Everybody out there when it's getting so take a little bit off the top. I don't care, just make it stop. I won't give another soul. I won't give another life. You have to stop. Stop. Stop.
that part, that was great. That was really great. I like that. This song's kind of all over the place, isn't it? It's kind of all over the place. It's just on the edge of falling off a cliff. That's cool. I like that riff, like that groove. My God, it's like, what the, what? 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, they went into like 5-4 there for a second. Holy shit, that was wild. Cool. I mean, I think I'd have to hear that a couple more times. That was a lot to take in. There was a lot going on there. Some of it I liked more than other pieces of it. I liked how wanky it was. Like the guitars were so noodly in that. I didn't expect fucking like shredder arpeggiated rolls and shit. It just made me fucking smile. Oh, that was cool. I think I'd have to listen to that track a few more times to really like get a good feeling on whether or not I'm into that at all. I definitely, and I know this might be sacrilege to some people, but I've never been a huge System of the Down fan either. There's just something about that. There's a couple tracks I really like, but for the most part, it just doesn't really do much for me. And that verse was so system coded that it kind of pulled me out of it a little bit. Circle is our next track. Interesting. Where's this going? Acoustic guitars? We aren't about to get a Stone Sour song, are we? Please tell me we're not. Because Stone Sour is his side band, right? His really lame, like, radio-friendly side band. We're not about to get that kind of song, are we? I sure fucking hope not. Ugh, that stuff is terrible.
Give me the dust of my father. Stand on the face of the ancients.
I like the sound of that bass.
Secret flesh of time itself. Follow me.
We have fucking strings. What the fuck is this?
I've come so far, I'm behind again. Follow me. I wish so hard I'm there again. Follow me. Follow me. All that I wanted
this a Stone Temple Pilots song? What the fuck is this? I did not expect this. He sounds like fucking Scott Weiland in this.
Things I had before, all that I needed, I never needed more. All of my questions were answers to my sins. All of my endings are waiting to begin.
Very Floyd.
I know the way, but I falter. I can't be afraid of my patience. There's a sacred place where Zell keeps saying, follow me. I've seen so much, I'm blind again. Follow me. I feel so bad, I'm alive again.
I really like what's going on in the music, like all the instruments and just the vibe that it's given is really cool. I'm just really thrown off with this being in the middle of this fairly, and I don't mean this in a bad way, fairly homogenous record. Like so far, all the songs have felt like extensions of each other, where this is completely out of left field in a way that I was not. Up until this point, they hadn't ventured into this realm, had they? Because I don't remember anything on the first Slipknot record ever sounding like this. And what I remember of Iowa, I don't remember anything like this either. This seems like a wild departure.
Follow me. All that I wanted, the things I had before. All that I needed, never needed more. All my questions were answers to my sins. Waiting to
Very interesting instrumentation. It sounds like we're getting a mixture of strings and backward recorded guitar and the bass at times, which I have a feeling the bass and a cello are kind of doubling each other, but it also sounds like when we're hitting low parts that there's a piano also kind of doing dong, like just a regular old piano with a lot of reverb going on there. And just like there's a lot of really cool sounds happening in this. This is a lot to take in after the last few tracks that are all fairly straightforward. We're going to punch you in the dick metal. Whoa. Okay, that sounds like it's about to go into this. Whoa. I really liked where that went to at the end there. That was like, I almost wish they would have broken it up a little more with some of that shit. That was fucking rad. That was really unexpected. That was cool. This track in general, it took me a bit to get into. It really did, mostly because it just like, I feel like maybe we got lulled into expecting one specific kind of music, right? Up until this point. And then this is a complete fucking curveball that isn't necessarily bad. It's just such a departure that I'm just kind of taken aback by it. The more I listened to it, the more I liked it, for sure. And I think as like a knee-jerk first reaction, I think the first half of the song, I was kind of like, what? And then as I listened to it more, I got into it more. So I have a feeling on subsequent listens, I would probably like that song. I did cringe pretty hard because I was just like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, admittedly, you're right. But as the song went along, I started kind of like getting into it a little bit. But it's definitely way different. Way different. What do you think about this one, Cariosa? Because I think that one deserves another listen at some point. You like it? Yeah, I think that one deserves a listen at some point. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm giving it a star. I'm a little surprised by that. Boner! Welcome in, bud. Happy Friday, fellow corn enthusiasts. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. All right, we're going into song number 7, Welcome. I also don't hate Stone Sour, though the straight blonde haystack hairdo Corey Taylor was rocking was not it. I don't like Stone Sour at all. Everything that I've heard of Stone Sour just sounds so fucking bland to me. I don't like that shit at all. Track number 7, Welcome. Let's roll this back because I feel it's going right into the next song. That is a weird transition. Like that, and maybe it's just the way that Apple Music sometimes like levels the songs, because sometimes Apple Music decides to like use its own volume gain ride thing. It just doesn't feel like the transition of that into this was as smooth as it could have been. Let's start this one over and just take it for what it is. Whoa. Dropping hard R's, guys. Oof, oof, oof is right. Penis meconium? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ.
Before you condemn, you rape them. Fetus meconium. Stone not good for my souls to a throat.
this track in particular sounds like the rest of the Slipknot stuff I've heard before. It neither gets me going or it excites me or makes me hate it. It just kind of is. There's nothing about this that it just all feels like about here. It's okay. Like this is fine. It's definitely not. I don't think this track's half as cool as these two tracks. Right now, those seem to be the fucking pinnacle of this album so far. Yeah, that was definitely this track. Yeah, it's kind of wallpaper to me right now.
What is wrong with this manipulation?
This is what you get if you averaged out all their music. Yeah, this kind of feels like the prototypical Slipknot track. Like I've heard this before, for sure. Like I've never heard this particular song, but I've heard this sound before, just to clarify. Where the first two, and I'm sorry I keep starting and stopping this, where the first two tracks felt like, holy fuck, this is nasty. Where is this going? This feels familiar.
Chaotic.
Ooh, I like that. Since when does Slipknot get to like shredding levels of stuff? Like I don't recall ever hearing this in other Slipknot tracks, and maybe I just haven't listened enough. Obviously, I haven't listened to enough. This is a little surprising that this record, these dudes are just shredding.
Welcome to annihilation. Welcome to the man that wanted everything but couldn't have. Destruction. The only way to go is to go away. Discarded. Before I let you go, you want to let me. With some minds of birds, I will wake up and follow the path of the ones I have.
And just to clarify, just because he's dropping hard R's doesn't mean, this is aggressive music. This is music made to vent the soul, and it's not always PC, and it's not always what is socially acceptable. That's part of what the big middle finger is about certain kinds of metal. So it is what it is. You're either not going to like that term's being used, or you're just going to be like, whatever, it's metal. It's supposed to be fucking un-PC. I definitely listen to music with shit in it that's way unacceptable. Not racist. I definitely don't like listening to that bullshit. Being a black metal fan, having to sort out the fucking fascist bullshit in black metal is a full-time job. So finding the bands that don't fucking fall into that shit sometimes is a little harder than you would expect it to be. It sucks. But at times, again, you have to take into account that these singers aren't, for the most part, in a lot of metal, aren't singing from their personal experience. They're crafting characters and then singing about certain topics. So it's not necessarily like what Corey Taylor feels. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like a very typical thing in fucking metal. So I'm not getting offended by any of this. It's a Slipknot record. I kind of expect it to be a little past the edge, right? Oh, absolutely. Mark says brings up a really great point here. It's the musical equivalent to when I watch films where they use certain terms that definitely do not age well. Right. Squeaky clean Corey Taylor. Do you think the last track was squeaky clean Corey Taylor? This was pretty pretty typical Slipknot. It was okay. Vermilion. It feels like we're getting into more thrashy territory where it's not like those. There was such a difference in the sound of those first two tracks that got me really excited, where this all feels a little more stripped back. These songs are, the last two tracks haven't felt as big. Do they have a keyboard player? Do they? I know they have like fucking 10 members in their band. Do they have a keyboard player? This is one of my top Slipknot songs. I hope it doesn't make me too much of a boring normie. If you worry about what Omar thinks, man, he's going to eat you alive. Yeah, that's fair, Cario. So this band has a lot of members, including now their drummer is the old drummer, not the original drummer, but the old drummer for Sepultura. And he's a fucking beast. That guy's a fucking beast. Holy shit, he's so good.
She seems dressed in all the rings of past fatalities.
I think I've heard this one.
So fragile yet so devious. She continues to see climatic hands that press her temple.
This feels like Korn. This is very Korn with the vocals and some of the like that I don't know if it's a keyboard or if it's a guitar, sounds very much like what the boys in Korn do on their guitars in the songs. You like the dun 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 dun. That sounds very Korn to me.
Set on my chest, enter the night that she came home forever.
I like that little breakdown. I'm not so sure. Let's listen to that again. I'm not so sure about what just happened there in that little bridge section. It was interesting. It was different. That's for sure. Not where I expected it to go.
My chest, enter the night that she came home forever.
I love that fucking drum transition. That's great.
The solemn hypnotic, my dahlia bathed in position. She is home to me. I get nervous, perverse when I see her, it's worse. But the stress is astounding. It's now or never, she's coming home.
She's the only one that makes me sigh.
There's something very serpentine about this track that I'm digging. I'm really like starting to feel the groove of what's going on with it. It's definitely subverting my expectations of what is going to come next and what is typically thought of like the big fucking new metal type riffs. There's something very kind of like eerie about this track that I really like. And he's doing kind of a weird kind of talking through his teeth thing that Mike Patton would do a lot. That's pretty cool too. This has a really fucking cool groove to it. I like this track.
Hard to say what caught my attention. Fixed and crazy, aphid attraction. Got my name in my face to recognize such a pheromone cult. The terrorize, I won't let this build up inside of me.
I've absolutely heard this. I've absolutely heard this. This is the big singable chorus. I've heard this before.
Such a pheromone cult. The terrorize, I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me.
Damn. Let loose, bud. Go. You've shown us you can wank with the best of them. Let's fucking hear it.
I'm a slave and I am a master. No restraints and unchecked collectors. I exist to my need. Self-obliged, say it's something in me. The dark is mine, I won't let this build
That's a good
up
hook.
inside of me. I won't let this.
That's a really good hook. A little underwhelmed by that guitar solo. Man, I was hoping he was just gonna fucking let loose. We know the guy could shred. We heard him pulling the fucking goddamn Nuno Betancourt rolls. Like, we know this guy could do it. What the fuck was up with that? That was kind of a weak ass solo, I gotta admit. It is a good hook. That is a good chorus. I agree.
The dark is mine, I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me. Won't let this build up inside of me. Won't let this build up inside of me. Won't let this build up inside of me.
Kind of felt like it fell apart there toward the end, like the big epicness of the chorus kind of just started fading away on this last little bit that he was doing.
Won't let this build up inside of me. Won't let this build up inside of me.
It almost felt for me like the build up to this long extended scream, like lost wind before he fucking started screaming, and it might just be the mix. Like all of a sudden he's mixed down with the scream, which is really weird. Like, I don't know why you do that.
This build up inside of me.
Yeah, why not push that? Let's fucking hear that fucking energy of that scream. Little disappointing.
Won't let this build up inside of me. She isn't real.
Okay, I'm going to say something that nobody's going to be happy about. This is kind of Hot Topic metal. I liked that song, but it is kind of Hot Topic metal, isn't it? Thank you, Karios. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like, and toward the end of that, I'm like, this is fucking Hot Topic metal. Oh, no, I hear you. I hear you, girl. The Karios, I don't know if you guys that are watching this clued into what Karios had said there that made me kind of smirk while we were listening to it. This album's so good to vibe to. Wish I was in the back of a pickup truck with my friends riding 8 miles to the gas station to get energy drinks. God damn. God damn. God damn. Holy fuck. All right. Pulse of the Maggots is next. How far are we in this album? All right, we're on the back half of this album. We pushed past Vermilion, so we're on the back half of this album already. We had to drive like 40 miles to get to Hot Topic. Holy shit, serious business. So far this is okay. I'm not... Man, I got super jacked by those first few tunes, dude. And this is kind of like mellowing out. Like, this album feels like it's mellowing out as it's going. So I'm hoping it fucking kicks into overdrive here, which Vermilion was kind of a cool song, but it also kind of felt like some of the swings it was taking kind of robbed it of the power that it could have had. It felt like it could have gotten bigger. I kept expecting it to get bigger, and instead it kept getting smaller, which maybe that's some of the point of it. So maybe I need to listen to that one again too. I think some of these songs are creepers, like giving a first knee-jerk reaction and having that be the overall end-all judgment on anything is just like, that's not fair to the music. The music absolutely wasn't just made in one swing. So sometimes for me, I need to hear things multiple times. If it excites me in a way that I'm like, oh, okay, cool, there's something there I can work with, I think I need to hear that again. Because even some of my favorite music doesn't hit me the first time that I hear it. So I need to hear it over and over again. But if I hear something and it's just like, I know that's not going to do much for me, it is what it is. I think we all do that to a certain extent, right? Where some of this stuff is cool, like Circle and Vermilion for sure are songs that I feel are going to creep on me. I'm kind of cool with that. There is Vermilion Part 2, which is even softer and slower. Interesting. I kind of got the feeling that was the point, right? Like like the choruses were big, but the music wanted to shrink in on itself as it went along. That's kind of the vibe I got. All right, Pulse of the Maggots is next, guys. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Uh-oh. The fucking purge, guys. Get in your houses. Fucking Silent Hill, guys. Okay, that's cool. This intro kind of like standing at a podium scream thing feels like something that's performative for a live show. I get what's happening there. I get what's being spoken towards. It feels a bit like, hey, here's a bit that we're going to get the crowd jacked for, as opposed to like anything I really give a fuck about. But I like where this is going. I wanted to hear that breakdown a little bit more there. Fuck, I wanted to hear that breakdown a little bit more there. This definitely feels like tailor-made for, bad pun, but not intended. To just get the crowd going. This feels like a very straightforward, let's get the crowd jacked kind of song. It's okay.
Oh, be the inconsequential. I won't be the wasted potential. I can make it as severe as I can until you realize you'll never take a stand. It isn't just a one-sided version. We deal with a manic subversion. I won't let the truth be perverted, and I won't leave another victim deserted. We are the new diabolic. We are the pen of bucolic. If I have to give my life, you can have it. We are the pulse of the maggots.
What did I fucking say? Where was this fucking epic solo on the last track? God fucking damn it. Hey, welcome in, Luke. Been lurking all day. Sorry, long day, barely any sleep. Oh, thank you, Luke. I appreciate that, brother. I hope you've had even though it was a long day, it was a good day, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I like that chorus. That chorus is fucking big. I like that. It's cool. This is very Megadeth. Let's go back a little bit. This is very Megadeth. really like that. Do you understand? It almost feels like Bugs Bunny is singing that in the background for some reason. It's fucking hilarious to me. This song's really grown on me. I like this one. This is one of the better tracks. This is a very straightforward track. Like at no point is this subverting expectations or anything. It's just a straightforward, like fist pumping, like boot stomping metal tune. This is a fun track. This is a really fun track. Wow, that really broke fucking up at the end there. Let me hear that again. That outro hit was fucking nasty. God, that was so loud. Like, you can hear it if you just sat and listened to the mix, how much they were pushing the limit of loudness where it was starting to break. Like you could hear in the vocals, you could hear in the drums, you could hear in the guitars and in the bass. It was all so far right next to 0 dB that it was just like, holy fuck, that shit's about to break. It was all distorting. That was fucking cool. I liked that. That was cool. All right, I like that we're finding some tracks I like. All right, we're on number 10 of 14. Before I forget, that is the next one. That's a good groove. This sounds very new metal. Like that riff sounded very Deftones-ish. I have a feeling I might have heard this song before. This sounds kind of familiar to me, or maybe it's just that it feels like a pretty typical new metal tune. This is good. I like this track. I've absolutely heard this song before. Oh, I've absolutely heard this song before. That's why it was so familiar to me. I'm like, holy fuck, this sounds very familiar. Yeah, no, this is a cool track. I like this one. Let's roll back so we can get into that chorus proper. Such a fucking Korn Deftones riff. I'm ready to cross the ditch and settle in the dirt. I'm you like a stitch. Yeah, I'm the one who's hurt. Pay attention to your twisted little indiscretions. I've got no right to win. I'm just caught up in all the battles. Locked in clutch. I like this off-tempo section. Listen, I am a world before I am a man. we're getting to a bridge section that's going to subvert again. Of the big singles that I've heard before on this album, this is the best one. I like this one a lot more than Duality. A lot more. It just has a better groove. I like that fucking chorus. It's nice and punchy. It feels very familiar because it kind of is. It's I know I got dogged for saying this, but it is a little derivative of some other, new metal stuff, but doesn't mean that it's bad. It just feels very familiar. This might be the best of the singles. Look at this, man. I'm liking more stuff that I'm not liking. This was on Guitar Hero? Maybe that's where I've heard this. Let's go back a little bit. Maybe that's where I've heard this. I love how grungy this sounds. It's fucking wonderful. It's really fucking wonderful. And I guess this is the big difference, and I'm just saying this because we've listened to so much Linkin Park lately. The difference between the two and why this works for me and that doesn't is just the tonality of this and the vocals and the way the music just kind of morphs and shifts. It just feels more organic and it feels more real, where a lot of Linkin Park to me feels manufactured in a way that it kind of takes me out of the experience, where this for me hits harder and I feel a groove more with this music. It's just, if I had to choose so far between the two bands, this would be the band I would gravitate towards and want to listen to more of, for sure, to this point.
Remember before I forget that I am a world before I am a man. I was a creature before I could stand. I will remember before I forget. Before I forget that I am a world before I am a man.
I like the little fucking double bass flurries that are going on in the background very subtly. Very subtly. Let's go back.
Was a creature before I could stand. I will remember before I forget. Before I forget that I am a world before I am a man. I was a creature before I could stand. I will remember before I forget. Before I forget that.
Cool track, dude. That was a cool track. Very big rock radio track. They definitely went for it on this record, right? To try and get more fucking radio time. Because there are a lot more singles on this than I'm used to with the fucking Slipknot, from what I've heard. But we're going into now what Cariosa told us was a very mellower Vermilion Part 2. I love the acoustic guitars that come in on this record. They sound great.
She seemed dressed in all of me, stretched across my shame. All the torment and the pain leaked through and covered me. I'd do anything to have her to myself, just to have her for myself. Now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do when she makes me sad.
Whoa.
She is everything to me, the unrequited dream, a song that no one sings, the unattainable. She's a myth that I have to believe in. All I need to make it real is one more reason. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do when she makes me sad.
What a wild swing this is. So different from everything else again, like Circle. Was that the track? Yeah, Circle. Now we're going into far more like, oh, where am I going? We're going far more into like Sabbathy, almost Floydy, kind of ominous, mellow, vibey music. How interesting.
But I won't let this build up inside of me.
That's kind of cool.
I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me.
Yep.
I won't let this build up.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Omar. And if he changed, I'd be disappointed. I like this too. I think this is a cool track.
Inside of me. I catch in my throat, choke, torn into pieces. I won't, no, I don't want to be this, but I won't let this build up inside of me. I won't let this build up inside of me.
This is very much more accessible Slipknot, right? Like he's really going for the clean vocals on this album a lot more. Vermilion Part 1 should have been the first track, and maybe this is the last, semi-last track. I kind of like how this album is broken up. The flow of the album works for me for the most part. Wow, I'm surprised how much I'm liking this album. Like I'm looking at it right now and I'm just like, wow, maybe I've really liked this album. I love being surprised. I like when my preconceived notions of things that I kind of written off are wrong. This is a cool track. Yeah, that was a really cool track. I like that a lot. Cariosa says Garth Brooks is the first thing I recommend with Devious Intent, but really only halfway because I think you are generally going to fuck with some of the Garth Brooks tracks. We'll see. We'll see. As I said before, I like having expectations subverted. I only ever want to find cool new music, and I'm willing to give a chance to anything. As long as it's not mean-spirited and people aren't doing it to troll me, I'm willing to hear anything out, honestly. And so far, I've liked this album. This has been a cool album, so thank you. This sounds very Mr. Bungle. This is very Mr. Bungle. Let's go. What?
Pathetic. Accept it. Your opinion. Justification. Happy. Servant. Malice. No toleration. Invade. Enraged. Don't condescend. Don't even disagree.
I fucking like this track a lot. I want to hear I want to start this over again. That entire first section is so fucking Mr. Bungle, man. It's fucking atonal. It subverts where the beats are gonna lie. It's shreddy. It's fucking so good. Oh fuck, that was great. It, like, even the tonality of it, I'm sure this will fall on deaf ears to a lot of the people that are currently listening, but when Mr. Bungle redid their old thrash metal demo called The Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny during COVID, and they released that with 3 of the original members and then Scott Ian and Dave Lombardo on drums, this is what it sounded like, and it was cool as fuck. Yeah, I'm down with this.
Pathetic. Accept it. Your opinion. Justification. Happy. Servant. Malice. No toleration. Invade. Enraged. Don't condescend. Don't even disagree. Desire. Disappoint. You suffered then. Suffer unto me. Obsession. Take another look. Remember. Every chance you die. Decide. Live with me. Forgive her. If I do want to be free.
What?
Never wanted anybody more than I wanted you. The only thing I ever really loved was hate.
The boys' love for Bungle is really showing through on this track. That, I don't know, like, that was, again, with most music that I tend to really love, that really fucking kind of takes hard left turns into what some people would turn as, like, non sequitur sections of just like, oh, this is totally different. Did we copy and paste this? I love that kind of shit. I'm sure you could see I cringed a little bit. I'm like, what is this? But I have a feeling the more I listen to this, it'll, like, I love this track. It's really fucking cool so far. Let's go here.
Obsession. Take another look. Remember. Every chance you die. Decide.
This is so weird.
The only thing I ever really loved was AIDS.
What up, Hale? What a weird song.
The only thing I ever really loved was signing you. Never wanted anybody more than I wanted.
I know I'm not breaking this up a lot because I'm just really into how fucking cattywampus and weird this is. It's great. Welcome in, Brother Hale. Good to see you, dude. Sloppy knot, weird. Not the slippy knot I know. Yeah, I know. That's what I dig about this, is that it's this track along with the Blister exits in 3-0 to me are just like, I kind of fucking really dig this. I'm into this. I really like that this is just so out there and they're just taking hard swings. It's fucking cool to me.
The only thing I ever really loved was
Fuck. That might be my third favorite song on the album. We finally got back to holy shit, where is this music going territory, and I fucking love it. Holy shit. We have 2 tracks left of this album. I could see where people wouldn't like that track. This song would kill a Victorian child, this next one. That fucking The Nameless, holy fuck, that was cool, dude. You definitely could see their love for Mr. Bungle coming through on that fucking that song. There was just so much in that sounded like it came out of the self-titled record and some of the more grungy things from Disco Volante. There was a lot of cool fucking shit that was going on in that. While I wasn't necessarily entirely hooked by the slower passages, and then they revisited it in like a heavier form, like a big chorus at the end, I see myself listening to that song again. For sure. For sure. All right, let's go to The Virus of Life, which is the next track. They're getting weird at the end here. Interesting. Again, I really, and maybe this just comes from this, I'm so familiar with this music and with this artist that, and it's been spoken towards ad nauseum by all of these new metal guys, what a humongous influence Mike Patton was on them as vocalists and the music that he was attached to with all of his bands, that it's impossible not to hear it through this here is so Mike Patton coded. There's so much, and I urge you guys, if you like this stuff, please go back. Listen to fucking Faith No More's Angel Dust. Listen to fucking Mr. Bungle Disco Volante. Listen to Phantomas. Listen to fucking Tomahawk. Listen to this shit, because all this music owes such a great debt to the music that Mike Patton's been putting out for fucking decades. Especially this vocal delivery is 1000% a Mike Patton vocal delivery. Like, fuck. It's cool, man. I'm digging it. This is Korn. I like how grungy that shit is. There's some of this, you guys remember when we listened to that? Do you guys remember when we listened to that fucking collab album with the Melvins and Napalm Death? How fucking grimy that got? There's hints of that in this. It's a very similar style. And when I make these references, it's not like I'm saying they're ripping this off. It's just what this music is like reminding me of as we're listening to it. And this is cool. I like this. This is very much a tone piece, right? I love how fucking dirty this song is. This also has that feel from, you remember, what's that song on Far Beyond Driven by Pantera that, fuck, I'm going to have to look this up now. God damn it. I wish I could. No. Hard Lines and Sunken Cheeks, I think it was, where it's just and it has like he's mostly spoken word through it, but it's super grungy as fuck. Yeah, cool fucking shit. Very doomy, very fucking crust, gloom, doom. I mean, definitely not. I mean, it has like the sound a little bit of Crowbar, but not super. Like, this is way too fast to be a Crowbar tune. That fucking guitar that's just like ascending, that's fucking rad. Like, this is definitely a song that if you're into big, hooky, poppy, chorus-driven music, this isn't the song for you. But if you're into just fucking real grimy ass shit, this is a cool track. I really like this track. Nice. Confidence. That's totally Pantera, dudes. Did they rip it off? That's totally fucking a new level, guys. Yep. We exposed. Like, I feel like we exposed it. Like, once that clicked for me, and it's like, holy fuck, this is Pantera's a new level. Cool track. All right. We're on the final track of the album, guys. Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses by Slipknot. We fucking did it. And holy shit, I came away liking this album. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Are we getting a fucking 9 Inch Nails fade out? That's fucking interesting. No! It's their dogs.
That space that you call mine. call mine. I won't let you walk away.
What a great vibey ass fucking tune to end the album on. That's fucking cool, dude.
Without hearing what I have to say. Without hearing what I have to say. Without hearing what I have to say.
I love that keyboard, man. Cool fucking track, dude. Damn. I liked how that ended. We did it. I listened to a fucking Slipknot record and it was fucking good. I gotta say, I think this is a record that I'm absolutely adding. It's not often I do this. I'm adding it to my library. I'm absolutely going to listen to this record through again. I think this is a record that deserves to be listened to straight through. I think this is an experience, and I liked the flow of the record. I like the highs. I like the lows. I'm sure their accountant liked it. What a fucking dick. I think the strongest tracks for me, as I had said from the beginning, the Blister Exits and 3-0 are my two favorite tracks on the record. I think the Nameless and Virus of Life, while a bit derivative of Mr. Bungle and Pantera, were great tracks. I really like the Subversion with Danger Keep Away and Vermilion Part 2. Vermilion Part 1 was, for me, probably the one song on the album I feel I need to listen to again the most, just to see if what side of the fence I'm on it. Before I forget, easily the best single of the album. I like that one better than Duality. Like, Duality's a big song. I get it, and it's okay. But I've never been particularly like, it just feels like normal rock radio shit, so it doesn't really do much for me. If there was one song on the album that I didn't like, it was Opium of the People, and I think that would be the one that would have to take the longest to grow on me. And if I listened to that album, that was the only skip. Otherwise, I liked all of it. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this record a lot more than I expected to. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions and your guys' ratings. I'm sure Omar will give it a 1 out of 10 because he feels this is homogenized shit. I'll challenge you on this, and the people that have been commenting mostly on my not Limp Bizkit, my Linkin Park videos, I like this better than Linkin Park. Way better. Like this, it's not even close. This feels more in line with the kind of music that I like as opposed to Linkin Park. I'm not opposed to pop music. This, to me, it just feels like metal. This feels like metal to me. And I dig it. So that's what I got.